Hi guys, welcome to your new Jay Feather Ultralight. I'm going to give you a quick tour of your trailer. I will start with the outside and we'll start at the front. I'll show you some of the features. First we'll start with your battery storage. That's in here. It's connected right now. Also important is the fuse on the front. If something isn't working, you can always check the fuse first. We also have your propane system. We have two 20-pound bottles. And in the middle we are connected via a crossover regulator. Whichever direction that this is pointing is the tank that it will attempt to draw from. If this tank empties, it'll automatically draw from the other tank. You can turn the knob to select from the other tank, but it isn't necessary. I'm going to continue along the front here, or to the side. First thing we'll note, your drain plug of your hot water heater and the pressure relief valve of the hot water heater. If you attempt to take this drain plug out of the hot water heater, always let the pressure out. You will have some water come out, but that's fine. But relieve the pressure, then take it out. Otherwise it'll shoot out like a cork when it comes out. Next, I've already unlocked everything here just to make it a little easier, but this has a lock on it. This is your outdoor shower. We have your freshwater fill port. So this is where you put your good clean water if you want to go camping without a hose attached or without like a city water connection. Here is the city water connection. So we use that when you want to hook a hose up from the campground or your house. This is the venting for your furnace. It's important that your furnace vent remains unblocked, as we need airflow up through here in order for the furnace to function properly. Here we have the input for the entire trailer for cable or satellite. And then at the back here we have your power supply that you plug into either your house power or the camp power. Now this is a 30 amp plug. There is an adapter inside the trailer you can put on here that will convert this to a regular household plug, like a 15 amp plug. Often you can do that to hook up the power when you're at home. We have your sewer hose, brand new in the bag here. But that is what you use for emptying your black and gray water tank. Now that black and gray water tank output or outflow is right here. You have your valves to open the tanks here and here. Moving around the back, back to the side, we will notice that you have an output for a TV here as well as a plug. So you can have a TV out under your awning with cable or satellite hookup. Also notice this rail here. That is actually for your outdoor barbecue. So this stand, which I unfolded and took out of the front compartment here, and now also, since we're here, inside this front compartment you will have a crank handle for your stabilizing jacks, which I will show you in a minute, and we have your awning hook. So stabilizing jacks. There are two at the front located in this location. That. You put this on the end, turn it, you lower this foot, and that will stabilize the trailer. It won't, they shouldn't be used to level the trailer, but just to stabilize it once you have it level. And there's one in each corner of the trailer. So, back to your barbecue. I'm doing this all one-handed and holding the camera at the same time, so bear with me. This attaches like this. Slides on there. You can see that. Now, the barbecue slides onto it via here and here. Slides onto here. Now I'm not going to do that because I only have two hands and one of them's holding the camera. But you just slide these poles through this on either side. So let's take that off and put that back. Next, while we're outside, we'll put your awning down. So to do that, we need this. So up here you have a up and a down. Right now it's in the up position, so you need to hook that around there, pull it down. You can get rid of this. Now we grab this. If you're not tall enough, you can use that awning hook to pull down the strap to get it started. But we'll pull this all the way out. There. So that's all the way out. Next, you grab these. Sometimes you might have to give a little bit of effort to it. Click that into place. Turn that knob and tighten it. I'm not going to do that for my purpose just because I'm doing it one-handed, but do the same thing this side. You'll see that it'll click over top of that plastic piece like that. Next, we grab this handle, pull it up, and slide it out as high as you want it to go. So you can see, right now it's crooked, that's okay. You can see all these holes here too, will give you a positioning for this arm. So we'll go around and do the same thing on this side. Pull the handle out, and we will slide it up until it matches the other side. There you have your awning. I'll show you the takedown after we're done the tour of the trailer, but it is essentially just the same thing in reverse. So let's go inside your new trailer. Actually, sorry, first, because your new trailer has these tent ends, you can see that I've unlocked these already. You can lock these here. So to open, my help has arrived. We'll open this like that. I like to just kind of fold down the edges, make sure they're kind of preemptively down. We'll go and do the same thing on the other end now. So, up. And again, I've already unlocked these. Now we'll bring down, same thing, just make sure the edges are covered. You'll have to come out and do it again once it's up. Now we'll go in the trailer. Stairs. Great. finding where you put this is important. So this will go in the center of the ring that's here. It's going to be hard to see until I get it, but there's 2 screws there. If you put that in between them, and on camera I can't do it, there we go. So we push that out. You want to make sure that the hook is up, and then you click into place. To remove it, you just do the same. That one button does both. Like that. Fold the mattress down. Good to go. Do the same thing on the other side. Now this side does have straps to kind of keep your mattress up. So unhook the straps. Find where you put the hook. Locate your ring. Wherever it is. Oh, there it is. Got folded under. Snap the hook in. Push it out. Click into place. Not very difficult. Over. Before we go any further, I want to go back to this mattress here and just show you that these are electric. So there is a cord on one end. Oh, there it is. We actually took the cords off, but they plug into here. And then you can plug them into the wall here on this side. And here is the cords here. They're stored up in this cabinet here as soon as you come in the door. And this is actually a heated mattress topper. You have one of those on both ends. Next we'll go to the fridge. You'll notice that there's an on-off button. There's a mode. The mode will switch you between electric, gas, or auto. You also have a button to set the temperature manually. Here you have your furnace. This is where the output for your furnace is. You have your radio power button. There are zones to this, so A, B, and C. I believe on this unit the A and B are the only ones in use. And that will give you A, I believe, is inside the unit, and B will be the speakers that are outside underneath the awning. You also notice you have a DVD capabilities, along with a USB connection and an auxiliary in connection as well. Here we have your thermostat to control your furnace. Click that over. You can hear it click. That means it's on. You can set the temperature. You'll hear a click when it goes past the current temperature, and the furnace should kick on at that point. Here we have your indication lights for your battery, freshwater, black water, and gray water tanks. We also have the switches and control for your water pump and your water heater by gas and the water heater via electric. Important to note here, this would be your main cable and TV kind of hookup center. This button here will affect your cable and antenna. If you've got your antenna hooked up and it's not working, try pressing this button. Or same thing, if you have your cable hooked up and it's not working, try pressing that button. That could be the solution. Also like to, I guess, make note of your emergency exit here. You simply flip these tabs up. You'll see that it clicks up, push the window open, and you can exit the trailer. And to close it, you just latch them back over, pull them tight. Simple as that. Next, we have your additional bedding. If you wish to use your dinette as a bed, simply lift up on the table. You can see that it pulls out here. The table will then sit on this ledge. Tabletop will sit on the ledge. The legs you can either put in the storage underneath the banquettes or just lay them on the floor here. But it should sit nicely on the ledge on either side. Next we'll come to your range top and stove. The range top has automatic light or an igniter. So you simply click to the light position, click the spark, and it'll light. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Now there is an igniter, but it does not ignite the stove portion. To ignite the stove portion, you have to turn it to the pilot position, press and hold, and then this is going to be hard to see, but you can see the pilot is back here. You hold the lighter to there while pressing this button. That will light the stove. Antenna. We have an antenna here. Pretty self-explanatory, but this will basically raise and lower the antenna. The only kind of tricky part is if you pull it down, you can turn the antenna and change the position. I can't do it now because the antenna is not up. Also, if you have lots of company, you can extend this into a nice little pull-down bed. So before we leave, just want to point out a couple other things. We have your fire extinguisher here, which is an important safety feature. We have your breaker panel and fuse panel for your DC and AC power. And then here we have your propane and carbon monoxide detector. Now, I would test this every 6 months or so. You can press the button here. We're not plugged in, so it won't work. But if we had electricity or plugged in, press this and hold it, it will sound an alarm. I recommend every 6 months simply because you can test it when you test the fire or the smoke detector here. Just press the center button, and it's usually recommended you do that every 6 months just to make sure the batteries are still functioning. So I would do the carbon monoxide detector at that point. So if you go back outside, we'll show you how to reverse and take the awning down here. So we're going to slide this all the way down. So again, I showed you this clip earlier. Pull that down, slide that all the way in. Do the same thing on the other side. And again, this clip, we'll pull it down, slide all the way down. Now, if you did tighten these, like I showed you, you could. You want to make sure they're untight, they're loose before you slide it back down. Otherwise, it will not slide all the way down. Now, we'll go to here. You've got your up, down. I'm going to hold the rope and switch it to up. Now, before you travel, the only thing you want to do is make sure that these click in. I guess conversely, before you take it down, you want to make sure these are popped out. Do that on both sides. Now I'm only going to show you one thing here when we put these away. I'm not going to actually fold it up, but just make sure when you're closing it that all the material for the canvas is inside before you seal it up. that's about it for your new trailer. There'll be lots of other things that you can find and discover on your own. But I hope you enjoy your new trailer. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that we showed you how to do the propane barbecue here on the outside. I showed you how to put this on here. This is what it looks like when it's actually together and on there. So again, just slid this arm through this hole. So what we want to do is, you'll notice that there's quick connect. So this simply connects onto here. Now this has an extra valve here, so you want to make sure that when you want to use it, it is like that. Under the trailer, you'll notice there is a port for the propane. It is also quick connect, like such. When you want to use it, you want to make sure the port is open. Open is in line with the flow of gas. So when you light it, you want to make sure you put it to the max position. Open the lid. Light with your barbecue lighter or a match. The other thing, make sure the grease tray is slid underneath here. We always take it out for travel. Otherwise you could end up with it all over the compartment of your trailer. And that's it.